We are live. It's showtime according to the software. We're gonna triple check that we're actually going on live over here at both YouTube and Facebook. So yeah, I could hear myself. That's a good thing. Welcome, people. Welcome. Happy Monday to everybody.
Hello.
Pre-stormy, pre-hurricane Monday. Woo! Anyways,
We're getting ready.
hope everybody's doing well. Mary, howdy, how's it going? Well, I'm well, and you? We're doing wonderful. We're live on Facebook.
Sure.
Miss Sheila, hope you're staying safe for the hurricane. Yes, we are actually.
Fine. It's not here yet, so we're just getting.
We don't panic.
We're just making sure we have enough essentials just in case anything happens.
Yeah, it's hard because when people ask us, like, we don't want to sound too.
We don't want to sound
confident either,
or too relaxed.
But hurricane's a hurricane. It's completely out of our control. We'll do what we can to remain safe. Unfortunately, people panic and they're going nuts around here. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
It's like they're preparing for an Armageddon. And
yeah. the stores are suffering, that's for sure.
The locals are blaming it on a lot of the people that have recently moved to the state that don't know how to react during a hurricane. But you know what? You can never over prepare though.
No, and there was a lot of non-new people out there buying a lot of stuff too. So you can't be saying that it's the new people in town.
I don't.
Or the like. Tourists.
I'm just saying, and what makes it very curious is like, how about people that are buying tons of toilet paper?
Yeah, since when has toilet paper been the essential for anything? The pandemic.
It's toilet paper. So is toilet paper I truly need during a hurricane? That's what I want to know.
I mean, during anything at this point, you know what I mean? Like, because during the pandemic, that's like the first thing that disappeared, the toilet paper.
Bullet Squad X4. Hello, my friend. Hope everything's well. Michelle said, yeah, I remember when I was living there right before Irma hit. It was nuts. It is insane right now.
Yeah.
Gas station lines is getting out of control. I mean, it's just like everywhere. But all you have to do is wait and you'll find
Relax, it'll show. Like if you really need it, you'll find it. Like I've been looking for propane since last Thursday. Friday, yeah. Friday, and everybody was out, and I found it today. So it just sit tight, you'll find it. Obviously, make the phone calls that you need to make. I did call a few places this morning to see if anybody had it, and as soon as someone told me they had it, I went, and the line was pretty long when I got there.
We found water today too. So yeah, some people but I tend to go to places that nobody goes. So like, for example, 2019, I found water in the same location. Believe it or not, at a Home Depot. That's where I found the water. So
for a hurricane, it's hard because a lot of people go to Home Depot to get boards to board up their houses.
But they don't walk by the water.
Right.
Because Home Depot, see, here's they have it at the complete opposite
of the boards.
Of the board, yeah.
Of the wood.
Mm-hmm. So I just walk a little bit, and then they got a lot of the essential. But anyway, we're ready. We feel like we're ready. I mean, there's things.
Ready as we're gonna get.
Yeah, there are things that are gonna be completely out of our control. If we lose power, and unfortunately here in this house, power goes out all the time.
Signal goes out super fast.
Wi-Fi goes out.
Yeah, I wouldn't I would really think that the Wi-Fi would be the first thing to go. So people pray for me if the Wi-Fi goes, because 3 of them without Wi-Fi, the world's coming to an end.
Everything runs through Wi-Fi in this house.
No, I understand.
Even the cable runs through Wi-Fi in here.
I would start coloring or doing something. Yeah. The 3 of them can't handle it.
Hello, Cecilia. How are you?
Hello.
How was your trip?
Yeah, we couldn't catch up.
So time for board game. Oh, Karen has a ton of.
I have.
They do
and
like
funny enough,
board
Khalil's the one that likes to play games.
I don't.
Carlos.
I hate board
Party
games.
pooper. I don't really know what's going on with my little hair.
I hate board games. But anyway, guys.
Uno. And
look, Cecilia had a blast. Awesome. It was fantastic. Good for you. Good for you.
Good timing too.
So, I don't know. Listen, I wouldn't mind spending the hurricane in our hotel, especially at Disney. I mean, I never heard, like, I could tell you about the things that they do in Universal to prepare for the storm, because I was part of that group at one point preparing for hurricanes, and you were at Disney, so we can tell you about that. So we tell you the internal processes. So why don't we talk about that? Why don't we talk about how Disney and Universal start preparing for that? Celia says HHN was the best.
That's awesome.
Dev, hola. I'm ready for the hurricane, brother. Are you ready?
Are you guys ready?
If you're not, holler, bro. I got you.
You have essentials.
You got another house over here, my man. So you holler at us. We'll help you finding whatever. Michila, I heard that some of the hotel at Universal are letting pets stay for free during the hurricane. Yeah, and that is true. That is true. So let's talk about the operational aspects in the park. So, for example, here's what people can expect during the hurricane preparedness of the theme park. So, for example, if this thing is for sure gonna be going in entering Thursday night, you could expect Universal and Disney shutting their parks down early. Early could be 4 or 5 o'clock, for multiple reasons. They want the regular staff to go home safe.
Right.
They want to make sure that the guests arrive to whatever safe, and then the hurricane crew comes in. So,
the hurricane crew has to come in before the day side goes home.
Right.
So we need to make sure that the hurricane crew is just regular cast members or team members that come in and are going to work during the hurricane. So
we do it even at our job, my current job. So what they do, we ask for volunteers. So the same thing happens in the parks. And so you may ask, like, how unfair is that for Disney and Universal to do? It's not unfair, because actually they do it completely volunteer. Obviously, they're given some perks. Yes. Some perks could be time and a half for the entire time that they're there, double time, depending. I mean, things changes.
You get paid from the moment you clock in until you're released from the hurricane duties, whether that be a day, 2 days, a week, whatever. Yeah. That's how you get paid.
So obviously, here, if you're a team member, I mean, picture back in the days, Carlos and Karen in their early 20s. We were not married yet, no responsibility. We lived with our parents at that point. We were college students, and we had an opportunity to make overtime 24 hours around the clock. Why not? So what they do in the theme parks is they send you out, and then we have to pick up things like umbrellas. We have to move the trash cans out of the way. Anything that will function as a projectile, we have to move, and they have storage. We can take all those items too, so that way, obviously, they're not become a safety hazard. Windows, there's this maintenance, protect the windows and all that. At least in Universal. So there's certain things they do. Again, we're talking about the early 2000s. Things might have changed. I do know, obviously, they still have a hurricane crew going on right now. And as a matter of fact, there's instructions going on behind the scenes currently to them, like, hold on tight. We're going to give you more instructions. If they're noticing that the park are actually going down in attendance, which at least by tomorrow, you're going to see that where people are starting to cancel. Then people who work on the hurricane team, they give them the opportunity also to go home before any team member, because they want them to prepare. Sometimes they have family members. They have to prepare at home, because that's normal, right? Because they are about to just pull 24, 48, 72 hours going on now. I think I worked like 2 of them, 2 years, or multiple hurricanes. So 2 years could be multiple hurricanes. For me, it was super fun. Obviously, it's completely tiring because it's like it becomes kind of like a skeleton crew. And imagine that you take care of the whole entire park. Also, you have some people from third shift. You have the technicians. You have some managers that volunteer as well. So that's what goes on in the theme park. Now, Karen, talk to us about what goes on in the Disney hotels.
It's kind of the same thing. You have both your crews. You have your dayside crew and then your ride-out crew. So we'll call the ride-out crew ahead of time and say, by this time, you guys need to be in. So we're going to give them a time frame of when they have to be back in the location to begin the ride-out crew. As soon as all those cast members come in, the dayside team goes home and they don't come back until we tell them it's safe to come back to work. That ride-out crew, it is, again, and minimal staff. And then we'll serve. Like I was in the restaurant side, so we will serve until Disney kind of told us this is the last. At this time, you got to shut everything down because we're gonna turn the gas off. So we need to make sure that everybody's fed. As a resort, when it becomes hard is when all the theme parks close at the same time. So imagine Disney 4 theme parks closing exactly at the same time, and they're pushing all the guests back to the resorts. And anybody that's lingering that may not have anywhere to go, they get pushed into the resorts as well because Disney's not going to run the risk of having guests driving around property not knowing where to go. So then we have to feed everybody within that time frame. And then some guests understand, some guests that haven't been here for hurricane, they don't understand why we're trying to push them out of the parks, why we're trying to push them back into the resorts, why we're pushing them into their rooms, because we'll give them a curfew from this time to this time. You cannot leave your room. Well, you'll leave your room when we tell you that it's safe to come back out. A lot of guests don't understand that. A lot of guests get upset about that. So we have to sit there and explain to them. Like when I worked at the Contemporary, I have a small little kitchen that I had to feed everybody. My line was out the lobby, and some guests were getting upset because they got pushed out of the parks, and now they got to wait in line to get food. And then when you explain to them, limited menu, limited staff, I'm feeding 4 parks at the same time, kind of. So then they start understanding. And then like everything, we sit there and we wait. When they tell us to shut down, we shut down.
Some people understand because your limited menu could be cold menu.
Well, until they tell us that our gas needs to be shut, we'll give them food, hot food. Once it does, they'll get like a little box lunch kind of thing. So it is a deli sub, like a fruit and a water, something like that, like something extremely simple. But that's another team also that we need to have into the building to make sure that they're prepping all that at the same time. So we'll have somebody serving and then people prepping those little lunch boxes to make sure that we have enough to feed the guests while they're there. And it's the same thing. We're limited, so whenever everything's shut down and the guests are in their rooms, we have even a limited staff just walking around. We'll tell the rest of the cast members, hey, go to sleep. Because as soon as we tell you we're reopening, you guys need to come down here and we need to go. So when I worked, I pretty much went in, took a quick shower, and then I came back downstairs and just kept walking my restaurant just to make sure that there weren't any guests walking around. Tell them, hey, you need to go back to your room. It's not safe for you. And then as soon as they told us you're opening, I called all my cast members and said, hey, be back in 30 minutes.
Come downstairs.
Yeah.
Do you guys lose any power?
Well, I think it went down like for a second and then the generators kicked in, right? Yeah. But we do have a lot of guests, especially like at the Contemporary. There's a lot of glass windows. So we really couldn't have anybody in the lobby because if any of those, for whatever reason, any of those glasses shattered, then it was a big liability for Disney. And guests don't understand that, and guests don't want to be in a room for so many hours. So it's fun, but it's a little stressing.
Well, it's also stressful because while we're working, our family are home. Sometimes, like any emergency, they lose power, they lose signal. Sometimes the network doesn't work, so we don't know about our own family. So it is very, very important that if you get caught in this situation, be understanding of the process and be understanding of, don't take it against any team member or cast member, because if you're nervous, they are nervous as well. They do have family and all that. They're there because they have a need.
Especially if you're a guest here, you're a guest, so your home is probably nowhere near the hurricane site, where our houses are in the middle of the hurricane. So our house might be completely empty, and we're gonna come home. We don't know what we're coming home to. Because I remember when I worked those 3, I think it was like 3 hurricanes back to back. I was the first person back into my family house, so I had to go and walk everything and make sure that everything was fine. So it's
because everybody was working.
Everybody was working. We're all working the same industry. So we were all in our restaurants. We're all in our resorts.
So your uncle is a general manager at a hotel. So he was activated. Your mom.
My mom worked at one of the hotels for Disney, so she was in every. So I was in a hotel. My mom was in another hotel. My uncle was in another hotel, not Disney, but he was in another hotel. So we're all working. So nobody was home.
You're the one that arrives to the house.
I was the first one that got released, so I was the first one to be able to go home.
So, Chino, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining us. Mary says, I think about that with Cabana as much class that's around the lobby area. Yeah, so I'm assuming each hotel is going to have their own procedure to follow because they got to prepare for that.
And a lot of those glasses are built hurricane resistant to some degree. But if something comes flying into that building, there's always the possibility that something's going to break, but they are built with some kind of hurricane resistant. They can tolerate up to blah, blah, blah winds or whatever.
Yeah. What time you got to go?
I got to go.
Okay. So Karen's going to step away for a few minutes while she picks up the kids. So she'll be back. So let's talk about the operational procedure for them to reopen a theme park. So the same thing that is happening at Universal is probably, I know it's a fact, it's happening at Disney. So the hurricane has gone by. They actually send people up front. So usually happens to be, it could be the executive, because believe it or not, there may be some higher rank management working, along with some people from maintenance department, all that, to do an evaluations of the entire facility. So while now it's safe, let's say the hurricane already passed through and it's safe to go out at 5 a.m, then you see those people out on the theme parks inspecting buildings, inspecting everything. Once a group of people have inspected everything and they evaluate what kind of debris happens to be at the parks and all that, that's when they actually say, okay, here's what we're going to need. We're going to need people to clean the area. We're going to need everything put back on the same spot as it was or close to what it was. And then that's when at the same time they're making decisions. When is the theme park opening? So it could open that day off. Trust me, Disney Universal are not going to shut down. I mean, you only saw that during the pandemic. Chances are they're going to close down before curfew, and they're going to reopen the next day after they have evaluated the situation and have they cleaned the debris and they deem it as safe for the guests and employees to step into their park. Once that happens, they may say Walt Disney World has announced that their parks will be opening starting today at 2 p.m. Universal Studios has announced that the parks are going to open as of 1 p.m. If everything goes as what we're seeing today in the forecast of this hurricane, I could already anticipate Halloween Horror Nights not happening on Thursday night because they have to clean a bunch of those props, unfortunately, for the staff of Universal. And they don't want scare actor, none of that. They're not going to put people in danger. So I already think that either Thursday or Friday, or possibly both, Halloween Horror Nights will be canceled. In the past, when Universal cancels Halloween Horror Nights, they are kind enough to push it maybe as a makeup day. So right now it's finishing on October 31st. So they may say, okay, we're extending it now onto November 2nd because they want to kind of like give people those day or two that was lost at that point. So they have done it in the past. So it's very important to understand that, number one, no matter what, the theme park's priority is the safety of their guests and their staff. That's how they're going to make their decision. Obviously, they're a business, so they want to make sure that they're not losing as much money as anticipated. However, if nowadays I wouldn't have, I would dare not to leave my house, because that's the other thing. If I leave my house, then I start thinking what happens in my house and I'm not there. But one of the things that I always told to Karen, if I wouldn't have the 4 dogs and it would be easier for me to move around, I would not mind staying at Disney and Universal Studio. If I've worked there, I actually seen it when, as a matter of fact, I seen Karen working in Disney as a regular cast member for Hurricane, and I seen her working as a manager, as a regular as a manager in a hotel for the Hurricane group. And based on their procedures, is super safe. They make sure that the guests have power. They make sure that they have food. They make it very accommodating. There are times because remember, they have people from multiple departments. They're known to, when it's safe, to have the entertainment department provide some kind of entertainment. So it could be a surprise character walking on the lobby, entertaining the guests. So it could be a completely awesome experience if you start seeing it that way. The other cool part about it, depending on how you take it, I do like the fact that the everybody goes home. So for us local, it's like having, or people that actually stay in, it's like having the theme park for yourself. The day before and the day after. It is the coolest experience. As a matter of fact, if you go back on 2019, the kids, because this is back when the kids have videos or used to manage the YouTube channel, it wasn't me with them or the entire family. There's a video of them going to Universal and they experience Hagrid's. And the only way that back then, the wait for Hagrid's used to be minimum 2 hours. They did it like in 30 minutes because of a hurricane. Also, that was back when Galaxy's Edge also opened, and we family members or cast members were blocked. We couldn't go to the opening of Galaxy's Edge. But guess what? Everybody left, and all of a sudden Disney said, okay, cast member, now you and your family can go. And because of that, I was able to experience Galaxy's Edge. And not only that, I was able to do the ride, no Rise of the Resistance. The other ride, the first ride that opened, I forgot the name, without any wait. I think it was like a walk on. I was able to go to Olga's Cantina on that day as well. Currently, as it is, you can barely even find a reservation to Olga's Cantina. That day, because of the hurricane coming, I was able to go. So I think I want to say that we actually stay. I want to say we stay almost until the park close. I think that day they close around, let's say 2 or 3. Then we stay until like 1, or So we did on the day off the hurricane, the day before the hurricane, and it was one of the biggest advantage. It's the low crowd, no way. So anyway, and feel free to also comment if you guys have any questions in regards to what we're explaining to you. Leave us let me see. I'm trying to check out the comments now that Karen have left. But anyway, I feel very, very secure, safe during the hurricane season in the theme park. So, but obviously, it's like anything, guys. When you know that you have something coming and you watch the news and all that, the more news that you watch, the more anxiety you get. So you gotta. I always like this weather. Even when I was in Puerto Rico as a Puerto Rican, that's what we face all the time, hurricanes. So I'm fascinated by hurricanes. So I do pay attention to a lot of the news going on. Michelle said, actually, before I had to evacuate due to Irma back in 2017, I tried to get a hotel room, and one of the resorts, and they were all full. They build the resort hotels to withstand hurricanes. Yeah, they do. They actually do. Hello, Bethany. How are you? Yeah, Michelle, you're correct on that. They are very, very safe. Now, the problem with Disney, and everybody knows that, is that Disney is a flood zone. I mean, all you have to do is watch the during the summer. There's always pictures and videos of a thunderstorm that have gone by one afternoon, and the whole entire parks are flooded. So the same thing actually happens to them in the resort. So I remember carrying in the Contemporary. There was, I don't know if they fixed that, but there was parts of the Contemporary that gets flooded. So that's the downside about Disney. Universal, I have not heard that they get flooded. So it doesn't mean that they won't, but and that's the downside. Now, again, they always will air for the side of safety, so they make sure of that. So, how we're looking? Well, so far as of 5 o'clock, things are a little bit tense around here in town. Let me share my screen so you guys are understanding what I mean. It's a little bit stressful, especially when you pay attention to the news. Unfortunately, let me see that. Let me see. So this is a local meteorologist. I like him a lot. I discovered him maybe a good 4 or 5 years ago. I always recommend people to follow him. Every day he does a live stream once or twice a day, either from his house or the newsroom, where they talk about the weather. It doesn't matter if it's in the middle of the summer or whatever we call spring. But Eric happens to be what I call a hurricane nerd. The guy studies movement of the hurricane and all that. It is probably one of my favorite weathermen here in Florida. So they are following the GFS, and also the Euro model. I am the person who in the spaghetti model. I don't know if you guys have seen the different spaghetti model. Let me see if Eric has one posted. There you go. That's a spaghetti model, right? That's how they call it. I am a person that usually follows the arrow model because it's usually for me, and basically, and I'm not an expert, but you guys know I'm very analytical. So usually I follow the arrow, and I have noticed that it's very, very consistent. As a matter of fact, it is so consistent that at one point where all the models went to Tallahassee or a little bit up north, the only and this is one of the two. The auto was one of the two that remained consistent through Tampa, and that's what everybody was watching. People were like, "Whoa!" So the weather, man and woman, they were like, "Okay, the auto continues to be in Tampa." So you can see how he refers to the euro. You look at that, and this is, I think it was earlier today. So with that said, what they do, this specific news, is that they create their own model. So they combine the different models, and they actually observe either the GFS and they observe the euro, and they're actually kind of like study the behavior of the hurricane according to the new updates that they're receiving, and it makes some type of analysis. The whole thing is interesting. I don't want to bore you with that, right? So the part that scares me a little bit, I'm going to replay it, is this part. Once that thing touches Tampa, it hangs out for a little bit. Watch that. You guys saw how it slowed down? Look how fast it's moving, then Tampa, then it slows down. And not only that, it's not only Tampa. Actually, it dropped a little bit. This part over here is Tampa. So notice how it's actually lower than it was anticipated all day long. And that's what gets everybody scared. up to certain degree, everything was turning either up north or Tampa, not so much in the middle. And then all of a sudden at 5 o'clock or past 5 o'clock, it started to drop. Anything can happen. And not only that, the experts are surprised of how much this hurricane has spread and how strong it has gotten. They knew it was going to get strong, but they didn't know it was going to last as getting like to a category 4 for so long, like it's been demonstrating for the last few hours. So the behavior is surprising them. But now, one thing with Florida is that none of us at this point are safe. I don't care what anybody tells you. None of us are safe. I mean, this thing, they could predict that it's going to touch Florida and all of a sudden stops over here and it loops away, or it just touches over here and it goes the other way. We had all kind of cases. I mean, crazy cases as having hurricane crossing Florida and looping back to Florida over here. With hurricane, it's just like nuts. So a lot of people, if you don't know about hurricanes in Florida, people tend to panic. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be worried, but you still have to remain calm, because even at this point, even though if it touches, you never know if it gets pulled away. That we all are in the cone. So I'm gonna stop it once it replaces again. Again, I'm not an expert, but I love this thing, and I watch it on and on and on and on and on. As you can see, and this is how I spend my day, even at work, because we get activated as well to work in shelter. So, as you can see, the cone is this part over here. This is the actual eye of the hurricane. This part is not like the worst. The worst part is over here. As you can see, you can read it over here by what they're anticipating on the wind gusts. As you can see, that's basically the what makes it a little bit scary, right? Once it touches over there. But if you notice, everybody in Central Florida, including Tampa, is in the cone of the hurricane. That's why, even if Miami is down here and the Keys, they're still here, it doesn't mean that they're safe. This thing can actually touch and bounce down and go that way. That's what is so dangerous about hurricanes and how unpredictable are. Sheila said, I love Channel 2 when I was living down there. Great weather coverage. Yeah, they are. It has definitely has had to slow down. They are talking about how drastically the categories changed from 4 to close to 1 almost immediately as soon as it hits. Well, they're talking about 4 over here, and it's better if I get out of here. So there's a better diagram down here. I'm sorry. So the reason why it gains strength is because once it makes it to the Gulf, these are hot water. This is basically where they are going to get strong no matter what. As they're getting closer to land, the water start cooling off. Once they actually hit land, because remember, the cone watch the eye. The eye is already here, obviously, because they encountering land is already losing strength. The crazy thing is that this thing is predicting to like hit, lose strength, and all of a sudden disperse, kind of like disappear. That's what it's predicting now. Eric has said from the get-go, we will know more between Monday night and Tuesday midday. He has said that from the get-go since this whole thing has been in the map. And that he's one of the people that I follow very closely, because he's very, very accurate. Chino said, are there any laws prohibiting generators in some residential areas where anybody can have them on? Not over here. I've never heard of any, and I may be wrong. It may be different districts or different counties, but at least where we live in here in Osceola County and also Orange, I know in 2004 people had their generators on most of the day because remember in 2004 is when we got hit with three hurricanes all within a week apart. So they had it on, So I never heard of that. But it doesn't mean that if you go to a higher scale area or a residential area, they are more kind of like paying, bougie per se. They don't like it. So, homeowner association may not allow it. So, but as far as I know, they don't. But anyway, that's the reason why it gains strength and it loses strength over here. So that's basically it. Now I'm waiting for the 11 o'clock update. As of 5 o'clock, everybody here in this zone is in what is it? Not tropical storm, in a hurricane watch now. So now we are on alert. Our governor, as you can see, a few days ago, I think it was like Friday or something like that, declared it a state of emergency. Sometimes they have to do that in order to trigger things to happen. He did, in my opinion, a little bit way too soon, but hey, it is what it is. I don't control politicians, but other than that, we talked to you about what is the process in the theme parks. We talked to you about now the latest weather. Now let's talk about what's happening in the theme parks as we talk right now. So Busch Garden Tampa was the first one that actually released something this afternoon and saying to ensure the safety of our ambassador, that's how they call the employees, guests, and animals as Hurricane Ian moves through Florida. Busch Garden Tampa Bay will be closed on Wednesday, September 28th and Thursday, September 29th. Precautions are in place following the park's comprehensive weather preparedness plan. Remember what we talked about? Park's comprehensive weather preparedness plan. Ensure the safety of our animals and ambassadors during this time. Guests are encouraged to check back on our website to follow social media channels and follow social media for updates. So, excuse me. Busch Garden has a decision to make. If you've ever been on Busch Garden, first of all, it's not worth for them to open because the majority of the theme park is nothing but roller coasters, right? Number two, a lot of the theme parks are animal, so now they have to figure a way to move those animals, prepare those animals to be under the shelter. Make sure the animals get food, get all the proper care that they need. So for them, it's a slower process than a Disney or a Universal or something like that. Okay. Then they go about Discovery Cove. They did the same thing. Again, I think part that deals with animal. They tell you what to do. That's what they do. They also extending already some of the things that they said, some of the promotions that were about to expire. You see, when an expiration day of September 30 will be extended out to October 16. So you're already seeing how theme parks started to compensate for just shutting down for 2 days. Now, I want you all to understand at this point, we have, as far as I know, the majority of the school districts already canceled their classes. Some of them starting tomorrow, the other ones Wednesday and Thursday, including the one that I work. The reason being is because, and a lot of people explain, including my family, why your county takes forever to close. Is because they got to go by the evacuation route. Remember, it is predicting to basically hit Tampa Bay. So this is Tampa Bay over here, right over there, right over here. This is the Bay of Tampa, right? So in order for them to be able to offer shelter to people, they have to trigger today the residents on the Tampa Bay area, St. Petersburg, Clearwater. They needed to issue, anybody on the coast, they already issue an evacuation order. So that means that those people have to move inland. But obviously, you don't want to stay in the middle. So that means you have to go to the nearest counties over here, or yeah, counties. So that's what triggers something that is called Polk County. Polk County happens to be around this area, close to Pinellas County as well. So these people are going to Pinellas or Polk County. Polk County canceled their classes as of tomorrow, all the way to Thursday, because they are part of the evacuation route. That's how, FYI, that's how you start noticing when school districts in here in Florida for hurricane or any emergency, that's how they plan how they shut down districts. And then the same thing may happen in your county. I'm assuming you have whatever, some kind of snowstorm or some kind of fire, like in the case of California. So they have to identify an evacuation route, right? Because Polk was affected, then that affected Osceola County, which is the area where we live in. And just so you know, part of Disney happens to be in Osceola County. So Osceola went ahead. That's where the kids go to school in Osceola County. And then now they don't have school tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday. With that said, then they issue the Orange County, which is where Universal Studios is located, also part of Disney is located. That's the school district that I work for. At that point, Orange County will be closing, not having classes on Wednesday and Thursday, because now we become part of that evacuation route. And the list goes on. If this thing continues to move forward over here or upward, then you could anticipate people evacuating south. Now, if for whatever reason this thing actually turns this way, then you could anticipate people from the south moving up north. So that's basically how it works. Sheila said, yes, I live in Polk County. Irma hit Polk County head on. Yep, I remember that. Irma was pretty strong, and we felt that in Osceola as well. So then moving right along, a few hours, about, well, I think it was about 6:30 or 7, almost 7 o'clock. Disney went ahead and announced their closure. So, what Disney's closing in regards to the resort? There will be closing the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, the Cooper Creek Cabins at Disney Wilderness Lodge, the Treehouse Villas and Disney Saratoga Spring Resort and Spa, and the bungalows at Disney Polynesian Village. If you haven't noticed the trend, they're shutting down resorts that are surrounded by nature, by trees. In the case of the bungalows, it's just because they're right in the water. There will be temporarily closed on Wednesday, from Wednesday, September 28th through Friday, September 30th, due to the weather. We're contacting guests and current and upcoming reservation. Then they also decided, rightfully so, to shut down Disney Typhoon Lagoon from Wednesday, September 28th and Thursday, the 28th. Disney Blizzard Beach is currently closed. Then their miniature golf on Winter Summerland and Fantasia Garden Miniature Golf, they're closed on September 28 and Thursday to 29. And they're even being flexible, saying, okay, reservation for dining and other experiences effective immediately. We will not enforce cancellation policies until further notice for dining and other experiences like Savvy's Workshop and BDB. Oh, okay, no, I never said that. BBD Bobby Boutique. Blah. Twist on over there. A tongue twister over there. We're currently monitoring the weather conditions and will communicate any changes to park operating hours. Remember what I said? Now they're going to monitor for park operating hours. They didn't say about closing. Disney doesn't close. The only way that you'll see Disney somewhat closing is like if this thing goes overnight, they will say Disney will close tomorrow morning and resume as soon as possible, and they will let you know when they will resume, or special events at a later time. That could be events that they rented the park for, or something like Mickey Also Scary Halloween. So that's basically what they did. So they want you to stay up to date with DisneyWorld.com and /weather, and that's how you track it. Then Disney World, a lot of people don't know this, but they do have a hurricane policy, frequently asked question. I'm not gonna go over this, but it's kind of cool to see, what does it mean for my vacation plans if a hurricane warning is issued within 7 days on my arrival day. And there you go. They tell you what you could do. So basically, what they're saying is like, if a hurricane warning was issued here to Central Florida, basically you could go ahead and cancel it or postpone it or whatever without any issues. That's basically what I'm saying. And they have more Q&A, which is good to know. And then Universal, of course, goes ahead and says, weather alert. This is in their Facebook page. As of now, our park operation and hours are continuing as normal. We are closely monitoring the weather. Please follow us and check our website for updates. I told you that earlier today. Basically, what's going to happen is that Universal and Disney are going to hang on tight. They're not going to close just for the heck of it. As a matter of fact, I could already see if things continue like it is right now for that Thursday morning, Thursday night, maybe the Thursday night. I will be surprised if Universal goes ahead and cancel Horror Nights for Wednesday. They'll probably cancel it for Thursday and Friday, but not on Wednesday. They're probably going to try to get at least one night out of this whole thing, because, it's costly for them. But again, nobody controls the weather. Nobody knows what's happening until we get closer to Thursday. And I want to say I checked SeaWorld, unless there's something happened in the last few minutes. SeaWorld has not announced any closure. They're continuing their operation as is their park, SeaWorld the park. We already know about Discovery Cove, but obviously there's an internal joke here locally that we said if Disney remains open, nothing's gonna happen. My apologies for the dogs and the kids in at home. So, anywho, let's talk about some epic universe for a second. Let's change the subject of hurricane to some epic universe. So, Orlando Park Stop actually is a site that does a lot of research on the theme parks locally, and often enough they're known, just like in this article, to dive in and dig into the actual permits. So with that said, my apologies again. With that said, they're saying that for Epic Universe, there's a rumor of the name of all three Epic Universe hotel possibly revealed. So according to what they're saying, these are three names that the hotels could be named as. So Universal's Terra Luna Resort, Universal's Stella Nova Resort, or Universal's Helios Grand Hotel. And basically they kind of have their own theory as of why, according to some of the permits that have been filed, or some of the names that have been trademarked as well, and that's typical for theme parks, for movie company like Warner Brothers, something like that, from Marvel Studios. So if they come up with a concept, they will go ahead and trademark a bunch of stuff. That way nobody actually steals it. So according to what they seen, they have seen these three names already pop in the permits. So that's very interesting. Now they're talking about 3 hotels. Originally they said 2 hotels, but now they're talking about possibly 3. So if we actually look over here in Epic Universe, this is the map, and that's the other reason why I want to show you this. There's a spot over here for this hotel over here, and then remember I said Universal Boulevard. This ends up running in front. Universal Boulevard runs in front of Dockside and Surfside eventually, before you cross International Drive, which is over here. So you have one hotel over here and another one hotel over there. So could be a possible of 3 hotels, and these are the 3 names. So I find it quite interesting. And here's some of the permits that they pull. Now, permits are, for the most part, once it's approved and go through all the cities and all that, city approval and all that, they become actual public. And that's how they know. So, Universal Terra Luna, recent trademark application. There you go. Universal Stella Nova. And the other one I cannot find it, but anyway, you guys get the point. So now we got some trademark possible hotel names. So you heard it first, people. You heard it first in this channel. This is a kind of cool map blueprint per se. Once again, where they're pointing out the 2 hotels. And it said that 2 new trademark names do seem to go along with this rumor, with 2 similarly named resort titles, both having to do with outer space terminology. And these Stella and Luna names go along with the universe theme naming style where we are seeing for Epic Universe in general. Early site plans for the area even appear to show space-themed iconography in front of these 2 hotels. So again, just rumors. They say rumor, but some Universal went ahead and trademarked. It doesn't mean that they're going to use it. That's like if Karen and I choose to change Cool Case Adventure for something because now we're going to be, I don't know, sponsoring whatever Hollywood, and Warner Brother wants to use our name for whatever show, and Karen and I decide to just trademark Cool Case Adventure, the Cool Case Family, and whatever other name we invent, and we just go ahead and pay for to trademark. It doesn't mean we're going to use any of it. It could be, at the end of the day, it could be the Floridian Family or something. You know what I mean? But interesting, right? At least we're getting some idea, and it actually explains you a little bit, the goods and services. It says 4 hotels, catering services, hotel services, provision of conference, exhibition and meeting facilities, resort, hotel services, restaurant services. So there you go.
There you go.
There we have it. So
they're gonna be epic.
More to come, people. More to come. So, here's the 3rd one that I couldn't find, but which that put on rest the whole rumor about the what people wanted. The people wanted a Harry Potter hotel. So if they actually go with those names, then there's not gonna be no Harry Potter hotel unless I'm missing something because I don't know much about Harry Potter, but maybe one of those names.
Maybe Helios. Miss Sheila should know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Sheila, any of those Harry Potter?
So,
500 rooms. That's a lot.
Without claim to any particular fund. Yeah, so I don't know. I that's what they're saying. But anyways, moving right along, people. Karen, check this out. I do like this character. We thought we briefly spoke about him in last week's live stream. This is for Horror Nights in Japan, I think. Yep. This is the main character. Michelle said, nope, no Harry Potter names. All right.
That doesn't mean that it's not themed inside. But they might not want to name the entire resort just in case they lose the franchise. Right?
I don't know about you. I would love to get myself one of these
so cute.
Creepy teddy bears. But yeah, this teddy bear even has a show in Universal Japan for $30. If we were to look at this, caramels.
What is that, chocolate?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty unique.
There we go, a keychain.
A keychain. I think that needs to make it over here.
Yeah.
I mean,
they could have done something better with the shirt, but.
Nah, dude, that's pretty dope. I like it.
I like the little stuff.
I like this stuffed animal. Anyway, that's the creepy Halloween Horror Nights stuffed animal for Universal Studios Japan. Michelle, this is for you. New Dark Mark and Death Eater, and for Mary. Merchandise arrived to Universal Studio Hollywood. It arrived in Hollywood. It hasn't arrived here yet, but this arrived. I think so. I think arrived Wednesday or Thursday, so most likely it's coming here next. So here's the Death Eater mask for $30.
Maybe that one.
Pretty cool, right? Cool beans. Then you have the Dark Mark metal keychain for $15. Sweet. And then a tassel keychain for $26.
That's pretty.
Leather keychain.
Giving you lots of options for keychains.
I know.
The
pen for $9.
Oh no, another keychain.
It's a keychain. It looked like a bracelet, though.
It does look like a bracelet. 4 keychains?
Yeah. This one costs $20.
It's leather.
Crossbody bag. That seems like a small bag, right?
That seems tiny.
$45 for this. That's kind of tiny. Yeah.
Ooh, the wallet. No, because I like the wallet.
$28 for the wallet. So there you go, guys. We have some merch. Or maybe this, you mean like that. Michila says the mask is already Orlando, she thinks. We haven't checked. Like, we've been in the park, but we haven't checked for this. So that's something we may have to look into next time we go. Hurricane or not hurricane. The Cauldron mug for $20. That's very unique too. So pretty neat, right?
Ooh, that's pretty.
That one is pretty too. $25.
It's got the snake inside.
Oh, that's the coaster.
Yeah.
Have we seen this coaster?
Yes.
I think this coaster is already
We've
here.
had that already.
$12. Because I did make that reference. Remember that? That I did like that coaster?
Right, yes.
Yeah. I think Bergen and Burks has it. We'll have to check. Bethany, I may need to get that mug.
Yeah. Both mugs are cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, isn't it? So anyways, this Karen you have not seen. Bethany said the Cauldron one. I'm not a Death Eater.
The Cauldron one's really pretty.
It's pretty. I mean, she said, I love the coaster and mug.
Yes.
Now, I want to show you guys this because this gives me really good hopes. For the first time ever, Universal Japan is celebrating a holiday but in Super Nintendo World, which is outstanding. Now, the next part to have Super Nintendo World is going to be next year, which is going to be Universal Studio Hollywood. So I'm hoping the next year they actually do something similar for the holiday. So if Japan is allowing them to do this in Japan, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping the Super Nintendo World can celebrate the holidays in Hollywood, and if they do it in Hollywood, you could bet your bottom dollar will happen in 2025 here in Orlando. That's what I want to share this, because you know what, the possibilities are endless at this point. But that will be outstanding to have. So
looks like we might have to do a holiday trip. No, that's expensive. That's gonna be super expensive.
Yeah.
Might have to wait for the one here.
So Universal Japan has a lot of unique stuff, man. Look at that.
Look at that.
Park. And I think eventually Universal Studio will turn into something like this.
I hope so.
Based on the changes that were.
I mean, if you're gonna do a whole land, you might as well use all the celebrations too. Like do something.
So Karen, you know the Halloween, the show in Halloween Horror Nights, the Nightmare Fuel.
Yes.
They have their own shirt now.
Yes.
It looks pretty dope.
I think we saw it the other day.
Well, I didn't.
I think I saw it.
Yeah, I didn't.
But I didn't think it was new, so I.
No, yeah, no, it was new. I did not look at the merchandise closely the last time we were there. Minions. I love the Minions. That looks fun. That looks fun.
Both the Minions and the Mario.
Right? I'm talking about more merchandise. Now, when we went to Universal Hollywood, we did exactly what we said we were going to do. But I want y'all to be proud of us, because we walk out of there without buying a darn thing. So
I almost bought a little Yoshi, but I left.
Down in the lower lot, they have the newer shop, right? So it was very close to, I guess, the Weekend Bar. Yes. And all that, very close to Jurassic World. So
very tempting.
Karen and the kids didn't even notice the store per se over there until we came back and said, all right, guys, we're going to make a stop. And so we ended up going through the store. And it was amazing. But anyway, Universal Japan, Super Nintendo World brought more merchandise. And this is some of the newer merchandise they brought. So again, I like showing stuff from Japan, because eventually we may see something similar. We don't get their same merchandise all the time, but at least we could get something similar. Or for my California friends, you may get to see it. Obviously, we're too far out. But if you're a Mario or Super Nintendo fan, you will go nuts.
Have a little mushroom on your head.
There's nothing wrong with that. If you could have a big Yoshi in your head.
Hey, dude, Yoshi.
So
what is that? Socks?
That is a pillow.
Pillow cover? No.
Looks like it.
No. Go up. Face towel.
Face towel. Ooh, that's pretty cool. That's the pillow, and it's pretty neat though.
It is.
So
it would look great in my Mario room.
Yeah, in the front. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So anyway, possibilities are endless, people. Endless. Moving right along. This is fairly new as of last week. So you know how we got these Moldorama things in the tribute store. So now you could get the cat over here, and then you could get a little boo.
But that looks like it's in the other shop, not in the tribute store.
There's one. Well, hold on.
That's
Owl Hollows. Yeah, Owl Hollows. I like Little Boo.
He's a little creepy. Yeah.
I think we should get a Little Boo. We always talk about getting one of these figures. We never do. So I do look at Little Boo.
Little Boo. Little Boo.
Little Boo.
Oh, jeez.
Little Boo. There you go. Love Little Boo. It's here, like I said. It's here. You see how I respect her stuff about Mario and all her stuff.
What did I do? I haven't done anything.
Making fun of
I am not making fun of you.
My
You're the one that's
my love for Little Boo.
I didn't say anything. thing.
You see how
You're
you
being
are?
sensitive at this point.
So the Halloween cat, $8 as well. And this one is at the tribute store. Where we didn't go inside the tribute store last time, right?
No.
Where would they might have put this thing? Because they already have two, right? They have Frankenstein
like 2 or 3
already, right?
But that's not in the last room. That's gotta be. That looks like the witch's room.
So
It makes sense.
It makes sense because yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Bethany says, "How do refill work on Little Bull Zebra?" I don't know. I do see that, and I don't know. I see that they sell them in the cart.
Yeah, but do they do? I don't think they do refill.
I don't know if they do refill.
It doesn't have code.
No.
And to be honest, it's super small. So I mean,
I don't know why you will pay because it's very tiny, Bethany. It's very cute to have here or at home, but not to take to the park because it's super. Look. The whole thing is tiny. A person like me, you give me this and like 3 times, be gone. Then I'll have a problem waiting for my 5 minutes until I can get my next refill.
I don't think so. Cause I really don't think it does. Because it doesn't have I don't think it has a.
They do sell it in the car. That's for sure.
It's not microwavable. If you guys didn't know. Hand wash only. He's cute though.
Yeah. You could find him right now, as of last week, you could find him and Frankenstein.
Everywhere.
The popcorn bucket. Everywhere. I don't know if you've seen it.
Everywhere.
You could find him everywhere now. So just for decoration. I don't know. You can use it for decoration. Originally, I was gonna use it for me to drink in here, but then Karen's like, "Nah, that's too cute for you to be drinking out of it."
Awesome.
So yeah, that's what you said. That's so funny. The eyes will take off the husband. Yes, it's very tiny, but it's super darn cute, man.
Look, it's even it would be hard to fill.
It's not much space.
Or if you have little ones,
if you for your son,
that would be a lot of juice for a little guy, like for a little person. But for Carlos, 3 sips and it'll be gone.
Or Khalil.
Khalil doesn't like 2 sips with Khalil.
Yeah, you wouldn't mind having a drink in here, because you could.
That'd be perfect.
You'll be fine with this. Yeah. So. Okay. This is good news, people. Japan allowing visa-free individual tourism beginning October 11. That means that people can start finally travel to Japan. So we can go to Universal and Disneyland. Yeah. This is new starting as of last Saturday. New Latin dance show premiering at Universal Orlando. So, and people say they like it. Apparently they do like a salsa show.
Oh, we need to try to see it.
When we were conceiving this show,
in
my mind,
in his mind,
the person that personifies this offering is Daniel.
That sounds like a very big word. So I've seen videos around, and it looks pretty cool though.
And
so
it's amazing when you have a job that you enjoy and that you love. You don't feel like you're working, that you're actually working.
And they actually pull people from the crowd to dance with them. So people are having a blast with them. For what I could see, though.
Speaking the language that I learned the language and how I grown with the company.
I would love to learn how to dance.
I was just gonna say the same thing. I would love to learn how to salsa like that.
Looks like a lot of fun.
It does. I want to see it.
My favorite part of the show is the meet and greet. People are watching and they just want to dance.
So they sing?
Dance with you and they feeling like you make them feel with the show.
Isn't that cool how they shot that without I guess.
So happy.
Oh yeah.
Just to promote
it.
It
was late at night.
I love it. I think the whole show. I love the whole show. But
that probably was filmed on a Monday or Tuesday because there's no horror nights.
You can feel it when you see.
And you see how they
all the way far in the back, so they can't see the Halloween decoration.
Yeah, you see how they filming that way.
You hear that music.
You see Louis over here.
Yeah, and that bar.
And the bar, but that's it.
And be a part of this amazing street party.
So anyway, just know that they're in the New York area. I'm not sure how long this group is staying. Okay, never mind. Showtime. So Saturday, September 24, Sunday the 25th, and I think they did it for the Hispanic
Heritage.
Heritage.
Only 2 days?
I
Did
guess.
we miss it?
I guess we probably missed it.
That's a lot of rehearsal, a lot of training for 2 days. Come on now, people.
More merchandise about Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm telling you, that tribute store, every time that you go, there's more stuff. So
Ooh, green popcorn. I'm the treat. I should get this shirt.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm the treat.
We got you on the shirt, right? Yeah, we did. That's a cool shirt.
Monster one.
Yeah, that's a cool shirt.
My favorite, my monster.
See, I do like this. This is what I think about shirts like this. That's what I told Karen. I prefer to buy this shirt over the shirts that have the date, because I feel like this shirt you could wear in any Halloween year. You know what I mean? I hope I make sense. But let's say that this shirt doesn't have Halloween Horror Night 2022. It will be perfect. That's the type of shirts that I like. Bosswitch. Oh, okay, because it's a tank top. They already had the regular shirt. Celia said I bought that shirt.
Nice.
Good for you. They do have a lot of great shirts this year. It's very hard to go to Halloween Horror Nights either here or in Hollywood and not walk out with something. It's really hard. That's how good of a job they've done this year. Boss Witch, I like it.
Me too.
Poison glass, picture poison glass for $12. The mummy mug for $13. See, and this is kind of cool because they're even though it's Halloween Horror Nights, these are mugs that they could continue to sell throughout the year. So I like that. Dracula as well. The Bride of Frankenstein.
Frankie
boy.
Where's the wolf? Where's Wolfie?
Look at that shirt. That's a cool shirt.
Yeah. That's a cool shirt.
Legends Collide pin. Mystery pins. More candy. Screen Squad tee. I like this shirt too. You see what I mean? Then once you start getting the date, it's kind of like, 2 hoodies, 2 shirts, 2 fans, 1.
Woo!
Good for you. It's hard. I'm telling you. Karen hates every time that I walk by, and we're gonna talk about something soon.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna call you out here.
How are you gonna come here?
Oh, watch me.
What did I do?
Magnets, if you actually.
Those are cool.
Yeah, those are cool. Patches are becoming. Celia, you and me both, honey.
Yes.
You're not lying. I mean, it's. I told myself, no more. We haven't bought, and like since we came back from the trip.
You're welcome.
We completely slow down. Why are you saying you're welcome for?
Because I keep telling you now.
What do you tell me no on?
You've seen a couple. They have my choice. And I said no.
But I didn't even insist. Because when I want something, I'm worse than a kid. I want it. I'm gonna get it.
That's for sure.
Thank you, guys. Now for that, can you bring me
Sprite?
Yeah. Can you bring me Oogie Boogie, please?
With ginger?
Yes, sir. Fully planning on not leaving without buying when I come in 1 week. I set aside a budget just for all the cute stuff.
That's awesome.
I think that's what's my mistake. Although we did good though. We did good when we go to when we went to California.
Yes, we did really good.
We did actually. I think we did better than we expected. Yeah. I seriously think we did better than we expected.
Dad's a big 5-year-old when it comes to merchandise that he likes.
He said he's a 5-year-old.
Love you, Dad.
I have to agree.
Well, look who's talking. I won.
What did I
Not you,
I'm
him.
still a kid. You're a grown adult.
I'm a grown adult that works. And I work hard for my money. So
those patches. We need a jean jacket so we can put all those patches.
we need Carla so we can patch her up.
Yes.
But is this like the new trend now?
Yes.
Because Disney and Universal are going crazy about patches.
Yes. So a lot of people are putting them in their book bags. Like a lot of the kids are putting them in their book bag.
Okay.
But Carla would like a jean jacket for like every season. So she can put the patches on. See
what I mean? That's why I become crazy with merchandise. I want to buy it for me because it's always Kyle and Kyle. They want something.
You're the one that buys the most.
I deserve it. I deserve it. I work hard for the money. Frankenstein socks. That's the other new trend. They're going crazy about creating socks everywhere. Whether it's HHN or whether it's the monster that we're seeing.
That's a cool one.
Now Walt Disney, when you go to Walt Disney, they're having a bunch of long socks like this too.
That's the trend.
As a new
children of the night.
Yep.
I feel like I should start a hat thing.
I think we've seen this in Hollywood.
Oh, Hollywood.
We saw it in Hollywood. Yep.
We saw it. Shot glasses.
Shot glasses.
Where's Wolfie? No Wolfie.
No Wolfie.
That's disrespectful.
Every time, guys, every single week, you're gonna see new merch.
It's like Universal is definitely trying to compete with Disney, where they release things almost every day or every weekly. You know, like because Universal used to drop once and that was it. Like that was all the merchandise that they had.
Nah, and I like that. Disney.
Now it's like all the time.
With DC, this is the last time I went, and I was this close to buy it. Karen is right when she said I said no, we're not gonna buy one more cup. I was this close. The only reason why I didn't I didn't buy it is because I'm looking for a Tervis.
Yes.
And I don't like this style.
Right.
Or if it would have been the actual brand Tervis, I told Karen it would have come home with me. Celia said Disney Springs was all about patches. Yes, they are. That's the trend. I have a jean jacket. I need some patches. You will find plenty of selection when you come. It is insane, Michelle.
Casper.
I saw a lot of people with this fan that day that we went because people were like joking with that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
You're welcome, 5-year-old.
Okay.
I love you.
Mm-hmm. I love you too, son. All right. So, okay, Karen, I didn't know this. See, this fan actually glows. That's pretty neat.
The fan?
Yeah.
Oh, the black light.
Man, that just gives us more
It goes in the dark.
Go away.
That is pretty neat, though.
He said more reason to get it.
The fan?
Yes.
No.
Because it glows.
We don't need no glowing fan.
In 2 weeks, Dad's gonna want it. Watch it.
No.
No, it won't.
She's alive. That bucket hat. It's a reversible bucket hat.
That's pretty cool. That was cute.
Yeah. A Frankie cat.
Oh, that's a cool one.
$27.
He lives. Oh, maybe I should get it.
Man, Universal, they are dropping nothing but
hotness.
Banking merchandise. I mean, they're not. Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty.
They're not holding back. Wow.
That's pretty. I like that. Who is that? Danielle Cole,
It
whatever.
looks like it.
No, I don't think so. No, that's Universal.
Nah, it's not Linefly.
No, it's not Loungefly, but it could. I thought it was Danielle and whatever the other brand is, but it's not. That's the Universal brand. Man, it's all about Frankie and the bride this time.
They're not holding back. That means the rumors are true. They're definitely bringing Monster to Epic Universe.
Oh, they're good.
They're not slowing down on Monsters.
It's fun. Yeah, it's like we took away the restaurant, but they're not going away.
No.
I think that's too epic for them. I love him. We need that one.
Dress up in his Halloween outfit. I mean, come on. Minion Team Halloween custom plush at Universal Studios Orlando.
Is that for your naked guy?
No, that's not for my naked guy.
It's not this guy?
Leave my Homer Minion alone.
Oh, yeah, because that's Tim, huh? Who's this guy? This dress a minion. What's this guy's name? I'm waiting for Miss Sheila or Mary to tell me who this is. Is this Stuart? Is it Stuart?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I can never tell them apart. Stuart, Cecilia says.
Stuart?
That's what she. So,
with this Homer
what do you got? Yeah, leave my Homer Simpson minion alone. I mean, it is insane, man.
Cutie.
Also, guys, just so you guys know, we talked about last week about now that I have a lot of the Patreons member in here in this chat. Hopefully you guys saw the video that we posted in Patreon about behind the scenes. Make sure you watch it because I feel like it shows truly what goes on in our crazy
the chaos
reality. But also now we have membership in YouTube. So what membership means is that eventually, as the channel grows, people who become members have some perks just like in Patreon. I'm trying to weigh in if people use Patreon more than they use YouTube members and see how it works. So what it is for members, for example, if we were to have more people in the chat, if you were a member, it tells us which member actually typed something, so we will prioritize the members chat over everybody. It also gives you special. Eventually, I started it today, but we will create different emojis. It gives you badges of recognitions if you've been a 1 month member, whatever, 6 month member, and and as it goes and you type something, we'll be able to see it and say, hey, look at whatever Miss Sheila, who's been a member now for 9 months or something like that. Celia has been a member now for a year. Thank you so much. Or, and then you get to use specific emojis that we will design. So I'm trying to figure out how to design the different emojis so we can make it kind of cool and unique for us. So we did only one tier. We did a $4.99. I didn't want to confuse people making multiple tiers, so now we're gonna have it for $4.99. So you'll be able to find it in the link below. Oh, I have to set it up so you could become a member, and nothing. You get to see you get to see it. So for $4.99 a month, and once we do the live, we'll be able to see which member did that. So that's something that we're gonna be trying. Another way to support the channel. But tell me, what do you guys think about I Love Tim?
I love him.
Look at this.
He's so cute.
He has a fuzzy hat resembling a bear's hat with two button eyes. They're making this thing so darn cute. So
it's like a beanie. He's got a beanie.
Miss Sheila says that it's Bob because Stuart has one eye. I can never
this guy's
remember.
Tim, no? This guy's Tim.
Mm-hmm. When she was talking about
this
right.
Guy. This guy.
This is Bob.
Stuart.
This is Stuart.
This is Stuart.
So
I think Bob has the same color eyes.
New Minion Team. Yeah, this is
because that one's Tim.
Because he has two different color eyes.
Yes.
I never even knew that.
We're getting very technical here with the minions.
I know. I need to know more about the minions.
But I think Bob has the same eyes. It's the same eye color. They're brown, I think. Per Google.
Right. So.
Well, no, because this one shows Bob with only one eye. Who knows? Who knows what their name?
Moving right along. Let's start some Disney.
Tim is Bob's teddy bear.
Oh, that's true. Yes, you're right. Of course. Yeah. I knew Michelle would know. Yeah, that's true. Now I remember in the movie.
But this guy's Stuart. Cecilia said this guy's Stuart.
Yeah, that's my Homer minion. Calling my Homer minion. Talking about some Disney. Saturday, regardless, despite the hurricane, is the Epcot 40th anniversary. And the only issue that I'm finding with the hurricane coming is that it's coming on Thursday. And Karen finally was able to find reservation on the day that something is being released. Because she hasn't been able to find something.
Makes sense, right, guys?
In a while, right?
Makes
so
sense.
Finally she's able to find reservation.
And Ian's coming.
Yeah. And Ian is coming. Because cast members are blacked out for the 40th celebration. Stupidest thing in the world, but anyway. And the only reason why we were supposed to go to Epcot on Thursday is because a lot of these are being released on September 29th. So we want to basically surprise you guys and say, hey, there you go. Before we got it, that would be our Friday video. Although I still have like 5 more videos from California to release. But they came out with a bunch of treats around Epcot. And most of them starting on the 29th.
I want that one.
Mm-hmm. But that one starts on October 1st.
Yeah.
You won't be there.
Was that a cheesecake?
I wanted to try this thing. Those are sake cocktail flight. Well, no, see, you're talking about the flan. I'm talking about the sake.
It makes sense that we're talking about two different things.
Of course. I mean, people want to know
about flan.
About sake.
No.
Ain't nobody care about flan.
Nobody cares about sake.
No, you cannot get sake. A good sake, you cannot get them anywhere.
These are our arguments, guys. Flan or sake?
Yeah. Are you team flan or are you team sake? Flan. Or have you ever tried sake? The sake that they sell in Epcot. If you have not tried sake in Epcot, you need to try because you're missing out.
1 Karen, 0 Carlos.
No, because if she has not tried sake in Epcot,
Team Sweets, 2 Karen, 0 Carlos.
I'm telling you, if y'all have not tried sake, the sake, depending too, because there was one sake
that was horrible,
burned you. But there was,
it went down.
But there was one year that we tried sake, and you're like, "Oh my god, I need another one." And I was like, "What, you?" And it was like it tasted like very sweet.
Really sweet. Yeah.
And you were like going nuts about that sake. But I am dying. See, I saw the minute I saw they were gonna have this flight, because I'm like flan, whatever. Plus, I'm not a fan of most of the time of the food in Mexico.
Yeah, no, Mexico doesn't.
They're more of a hit and miss. A lot of people love the Mexican pavilion, but they ain't Latino people. They ain't Latinos. I'm sorry.
Cecilia, you're right though. Team coffee still rules.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to have my coffee. And what's crazy is when we were in California, y'all sake flavor fan now.
She's asking us, we're both fighting. But no, it's a flight of sake and flan.
That's what Bethany said. But I think Bethany's up to something. Can you imagine if they would make a sake flavor flan? That would be outstanding. Sake looks like medicine. Sometimes they don't even taste like
sometimes they do taste like medicine.
And sometimes it's like pure like fire once you drop it in your throat. But
coffee is
you guys, what is funny is that Karen and I, in case you didn't know, we drink coffee early in the morning because we wake up at 5 something in the morning, 5 in the morning every day. And then around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we drink more coffee. So we flew out to California and we're like, oh my God, we need coffee, because we got our routine.
Right.
So the first day we're in California, that's the night that we go to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
So if you guys watch that video, you will see that we were having dinner. And once we were having dinner, the part that I didn't show is that Kyla and I were waiting at the table because Karen went with Kaleo.
Guess where Karen went?
To buy coffee at Starbucks that is across the restaurant. And of course, typical Starbucks, they took forever.
So I had Starbucks with dinner.
Imagine that. But then after that, we went to the Disneyland area. And of course, there's a Starbucks in downtown Disney. So for those who have never been in Disneyland, basically downtown Disney is in the middle of Disney California Adventure and Disneyland. And then the hotels, Disneyland Hotel and the Grand California Hotel, they actually exit. There's an exit that goes into downtown Disney. So it was kind of cool to tell Karen, like, hey, I'm getting out of the convention center. You want to meet at Starbucks?
What do you guys think the answer was to that? It was almost to like, I'm already here. Hurry up and get here.
Or I'm heading to Starbucks. Meet me there or something like that. So every afternoon we had to do that. And then there was one afternoon, the one that we went to the Disney California Adventure, that it got super late. And you were like, you want Starbucks? And then we ate dinner. And we were like, now I cannot have the Starbucks.
We suffered that day.
So you guys and your support helped us a lot. Yes. Because we basically almost daily we got our Starbucks morning and afternoon.
Yes, we did good this time.
But anyway, all this deliciousness is supposed to come on September 29. Now it will come out on Friday, I'm assuming. Which of course we cannot go. So, and then your blog on the 1st. I will be there on the 1st celebrating the 40th anniversary.
Right. So,
all by myself. Yeah. But it's interesting. I like the choice of colors.
Yes.
Very. It reminds me a lot of Festival of the Arts.
Yeah, but it's very figment. Because remember, he's art. He's imagination.
Right. And it goes well with the logo, you see?
Right.
So, Bethany said, I would have said sake when I used to drink more. When it's good, it is good. The sake in Epcot is good. Really good.
Sake in Epcot is really good.
It's really good. Nobody has to twist my arm to go to Starbucks ever.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Well, the only thing that will stop me from getting Starbucks is the line.
Oh yeah.
The line. So
sometimes that's horrible.
FYI, if you guys go to Universal, do not listen to me. You will thank us later. Do not go to Starbucks in Universal or Island of Adventures. You will be there forever. Go to Starbucks in City Walk. Do yourself that favor. You will thank us later. Trust us. We have tried it many times.
Depending on the time, Starbucks at Universal is a lot faster than the one over at IOA.
Oh, yeah. No.
Thank you, Cecilia, for joining. Have a great night. Have fun tomorrow at work.
I must return to work. Oh, no. Vacation's over. I'm so sorry, Cecilia. Cecilia found Kyla.
She did.
Yeah. So thank you, Cecilia. Yeah, you're gonna be waiting too long.
Yeah. The best one's Starbucks. City Walk. And if you walk by and it doesn't have a line, stop. Because then you'll be like, oh, I'll get it later. Later, there's gonna be a line.
Yeah. I want to say that we have waited in the one in Universal up to an hour.
Probably.
And the one in Island of Adventure, 45 minutes to an hour too.
Iowa is worse.
The one in City Walk, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
It is bigger. It is bigger.
Moving right along, today, they gave us the first look of Epcot's candlelight processional celebrity narrators. So there you go.
Ooh, Edward James also.
Yeah.
Almost.
There you go. That's all the peeps. That's all the peeps.
Gloria Estefan.
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris.
He's always done it, right?
Yeah. And I think Edward James almost as well.
I think so too.
And I want to say Whoopi. I think I've seen her before. I think Whoopi does it every year.
So now we have
Angela Bassett.
Now we have part of the lineup.
That's pretty cool. Ooh, Angela Bassett's right for New Year's.
Just announced.
Gloria Estefan's new. Oh, it tells you who are the new people.
Oh yeah, just that right here.
And Gloria Estefan.
Olaf.
Mariska Hargitay.
Do you think he will imitate the voice of Olaf?
I think that's his voice. Like
you, but I mean, but
no, I think that would be like when you hear him, you'll hear Olaf.
No, I get
like,
that. But will he try to like play Olaf while he reads that?
Oh, maybe.
You know.
I mean, it is a snowman, and it is Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. In case you didn't know, Eldora Chic Boutique opened in Disneyland. Of course, opened a few days after we left. By the way, people. Guess what this store is at?
What?
Right next to the Blue Bayou.
Makes sense.
And in case you don't know who Eldora is that's Princess Diana's mom. So this is her boutique. Because remember, Princess Diana is about to open her restaurant in the
Blue sky and sunshine.
Yep. So it's kind of cool, like for us that we were there. We
that
legit.
was when the walls were there.
Right.
Yeah.
We legit were there. We're like, what are they doing over there? And
then I ate my beignet in front of that
right
shop.
there you go. That's all you need to tell Karen. As a matter of fact, Karen took that picture of the beignet, almost looking at that wall because you used to get this for a wall.
I think I did.
So you're gonna look at it?
Yes. If I can find my phone.
So, but it's kind of cool. But of course, a few days after,
we missed everything by a day or so. Always happens too.
Yeah.
Not being ungrateful. But we always
man, we were there. Wednesday, by the way, guys, I'm gonna release the video where we went to Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. If you haven't seen the the overlay for the Haunted Mansion for Nightmare Before Christmas, you want to see this video. It's really cool.
Yeah, I shot it to the right. I think not to get the wall.
Not to get the wall.
Yeah, but look. Yeah, no. I shot it right to the right.
Remember that?
Not to get the, because I think I put it to the wall and then it looked blah.
So this Wednesday, you guys are gonna get to see the overlay for Haunted Mansion, which is all amazing. And then we're gonna show you
we should have it
around Disneyland California Adventure and how they leave things, the prop for Oogie Boogie Bash and all that, which is awesome as well. It's a fun video. We did have fun that day. Too sad that it wasn't as long as we wanted it to be because it was hot as heck and we were exhausted. But that's coming on Wednesday. You guys are gonna enjoy that video. And tomorrow, as I'm editing, I'm gonna go through memory lane, wanting to go back to Disneyland. Talking about Epcot and their 40th anniversary, so the merchandise was revealed, and Karen already started telling me no. And I said, I ain't having it. I am getting me this. The reason why there's some stuff that I want to get merchandise is because just like in D23, I had to get something that said D23 2022 because it was my first one ever. I had to get something that said Disney 100-year celebration, which I ended up getting me a Starbucks service cup, which I think and I know I posted a picture. If you guys follow us in
yeah, we posted the picture that they had like
that day, and
display.
I posted it the other day in Instagram because I want to post memories from D23. And if you guys follow us, you probably saw it. But it's a real right here. So it's a Starbucks cup. As you can see Starbucks, the trademark over there, and you can see Mickey somewhat over there, right? And then the part that I said I'm gonna get it is because Disney 100. It was the only item that says Disney 100. So I told Karen, we have to get that for just memories, Disney doesn't turn 100 every day.
Every day, yeah.
So I got it. So when Karen told me no for the whole Epcot thing, I said, nope, I'm going to get it because, number one, I'm not a person, yeah, I get it. I don't wear long sleeve all the time. I do not like white shirts.
Right.
Okay. I don't think that you went crazy about this lounge flyback for whatever reason. There's a lot of people that are loving it. There's a lot of people who are loving the Spirit jersey.
Yes, I like the Spirit jersey. I like white. Ricardo doesn't.
I don't care about this shirt unless I may have to see it in person, but I do want this jacket.
Mind you, I don't wear long sleeves
all the time,
and I don't like. He doesn't like sweaters.
I wear jacket when it's super cold over here.
Yeah.
The 3 days of the year. And this seems to be like a
kids, yeah.
Like a kid's shirt. If they have this for adult, then I will buy it for me. I will get me the adult size of this shirt because it's Figment and it's Epcot 40. Now, I do want this jacket. It does look pretty cool. They're also going to be selling the watch. And this is how the jacket looks on the back. So I already have a semi conflict with Karen the other day as of why was I getting the jacket. And the same thing.
He got 2 Halloween jackets for Disney that are still
Halloween jacket?
Yeah.
I only got one.
2 hoodies.
No, I only got one.
Well, somebody got 2 hoodies.
Yeah.
I think it was Kyla. And you got one. That is still in the back.
But why?
Because it's not cold here.
Guys,
but you're quick to say I want a
why?
Hoodie. Well,
Hold on. Why did I get the jacket?
For California.
Okay. And what happened in California?
It was hot.
Was it hotter than here?
It was equally as hot.
Okay. It wasn't my fault. Normally, this is what happened. California got that heat wave and it climbed all the way to like 100.
And the week after it dropped.
And the week after it dropped. And I think I mentioned it here in the live stream. But after that, we checked the following day. And during the day, like in the middle of noon, there were a freaking 72 degrees. And then, if you never been in California, they don't have humidity. So 72 degrees is like a good low 60 here in Orlando.
It's sweater weather.
Yeah. So I most likely, if that would have been the weather, most likely I would have probably wore the long sleeve jacket, the jacket that Karen is talking about. But during our winter, there are many times that I wear a jacket. I do, especially in the morning.
I wear it all day. You wear it
so
for 2
if
minutes.
they have my size on Saturday, I'm specifically going early on Saturday morning because I do want that jacket. It looks pretty cool. Again, it's the 40th anniversary, and I think people are gonna be going crazy about this jacket.
I'm not saying it's a cool style. You gotta go to bed. Hello.
I think my next Disney trip will be in California during Halloween time.
I recommend it.
If you watch our Oogie Boogie batch and that didn't persuade you, then when you watch our Wednesday video where we're showing a couple of what they call Halloween time in Disneyland, you're gonna say definitely.
She said she would love to see the first, the Nightmare, the Haunted Mansion in person. It is unbelievable.
It is like, insane.
I really wish we had it here.
I forget. As a matter of fact, in Disneyland Hotel, that was. Did you actually film that?
I should have. Oh, but it's in the other camera. In the small camera.
Yeah, but didn't you did a video so you could do a reel or something like that?
I don't know.
So, so okay, never mind. In the Disneyland Hotel, once you enter, they have like a picture of the park, right? So Karen and I and the kid do the check-in, and then we walk out to our room. Then we came back, and then the next day. Then when we left, they have a freaking wall.
Oh yeah, no, but yeah, Haunted Mansion.
A Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
It was insane.
It was awesome. Like even the sliding doors, the electrical sliding doors, it's all.
So the part that we missed.
Did I not record this?
No, you recorded. You took picture. I can show that. Hold on.
I was having a lot of technical difficulties with my phone and space when we went to California. So I have stuff recorded everywhere.
So this is what I mean. So this is California way of decorating for Halloween. So this is in the lobby. You step into the lobby, you do that. So somebody posted that once you catch the elevators for that tower, then you have the 3 hitchhiking on ghosts. They're like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Freaking cool.
Again, we missed it.
So California knows how to basically celebrate Halloween. We suck in here in Florida, unfortunately. So I highly recommend to anybody who has not gone to Disneyland
for Halloween.
You have to. It's a must. It is a must.
And I think I said it last week. I would much rather pay to go to Oogie Boogie than I would to go to Make This Not So Scary. Like 1,000%.
Michila says that she loves the ears. I think we read that one.
The bag's cute.
The bag is cute, yeah. And Mary said he can use the jacket for one day. Florida gets Kobe for the rest of the year. So
thank you, Mary.
It's true. No, I use it in the morning. I do use it in the morning. I was born in California and have a soft spot for Disneyland. I haven't been since 2002, though. I love Disneyland.
I have a soft spot for California.
I do. I do love Disneyland. Yeah. I mean, I love our Magic Kingdom, but I don't know. I kind of like Disneyland more. So, Chino.
Have a good night.
Thank you, my man. Be safe over there. If you guys need anything, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We shall see you soon. And he's coming, I think, in October too.
Yes.
So, anyway, so this is the jacket that I'm gonna be searching for. With my luck, they're not gonna have it, or if they have it, they're not gonna have my size. With my luck. But anyway, if
you don't have it, just get the bag. We'll be good.
This is coming on October 1st, which is the 40th year celebration, which nothing came across of the 40th until last week, by the way. So I don't know what else they have planned. Nothing was announced in the 2023. You know, this is Walt's dream, by the way. This is what Walt dreamed other than Disneyland and Magic Kingdom.
Right.
You know, this is one of his biggest accomplishments, and nothing. Oh well. So Bethany, okay, no problem.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with us. So keep an eye on the video for this Saturday. Now they have this shirt, definitely I'll get that shirt. Yeah. Look at this, Karen. Former Disney CEO Bob Iger named honorary Knight of British Empire by late Queen Elizabeth.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
good for him.
So that's honor. That's a definite
honor, especially
honor.
from her.
We all missing Bobby. This Bobby. We don't like the new Bobby. And we, you know what people are saying? People are saying that the new Bobby, once he's out, they're wishing the Joshi takes over. Josh Damaro. People feel like Josh. Yeah, people feel like Damaro is gonna get the job done. I think so.
But then they need to get somebody to replace Josh that's equally as good. Right. Because Josh is the face of Disney.
On October 24, it's a Small World closing in Disneyland because they're gonna do that overlay for Christmas. See, this is what Walt Disney World has to do.
And we don't do any of it.
We don't do anything with it. He sucks, man. Michelle says I was 16 when Epcot opened. I wanted to go so bad. Epcot is an interesting park. Not my favorite, honestly. I always found it boring. Even when I went, the first time I went to Epcot, I was in 1994 and I was 14 years old. And I remember Epcot, like I used to tell my parents, that's like the science backlash history park, and I could care less about it. So I consider it boring. And apparently so did Disney. That's why they continue to do a lot of festival. And if you notice, they ended up putting family rides, right? Because they realized there wasn't anything there for kids. It was boring. And they continue because that's why they do the Guardian of the Galaxy. So they know that. October 24th. I would love to go to Disneyland during the holidays next time. Not next time, but eventually. Opening night for Mickey's Merry Christmas Party is sold out. So now night 1 and night 2 they're sold out, Karen. Right here. Sold out. So we're going on the 8th. Good Lord. I hope that it's not like the first night of Mickey No So Scary Halloween.
I hope it redeems itself.
I know. I got the feeling you're going to like this better. I keep saying it. Kim Bird says, what is your favorite park? Oh, that's a hard one. Okay, so if we're talking about California, I enjoy the history of Disneyland, but I prefer Disney California Adventure. I love hanging out on the Avengers campus. I love going to Radiator Spring. I love the Hollywood feel that park gives us. If you're talking about Florida, I will say Hollywood Studios simply because they have Galaxy's Edge in there. And I'm being biased. I love Star Wars. Love Star Wars. Then after that, it will be probably Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. Because I feel Animal Kingdom is lacking.
I think mine's the Animal Kingdom, and it's been since they opened. Just because I'm more of a outside kind of person. I love animals, so that animal connection is what I love. It is lacking, and especially now with everything else that they're doing with all the other parks, Animal Kingdom needs some love at this point. I love Magic Kingdom. I hate going to the Magic Kingdom. Like once I'm in the Magic Kingdom, then I love it. That is home for me. That's where I started with the company, so it holds a special place in my heart. I just hate the fact that we have to go to Magic Kingdom just because you have to park, you have to either walk or take the troll, like the tram. You have to get on the monorail. It's a process just to get inside the Magic Kingdom. But once you're in there, you forget everything else, which is the purpose of the whole. It is the purpose of Magic Kingdom, for you to forget the outside world once you get in there, and it truly does happen. But yeah, I would have to say I think Animal Kingdom and then Magic Kingdom.
And I think that's how I feel like. For example, Karen is right. I get excited about going on the Magic Kingdom, but the distance gets me annoyed.
Yeah.
Once I'm in the park, I completely forget about everything. It's just like I'm immersed in a different world. And I think at that point, honestly, I feel like Walt accomplished what he was truly looking
what he
for.
wanted to, which is a family park.
For
you to forget the outside world. I also see Magic Kingdom through the eyes of a cast member, and when you look at a little kid that has never been to the and even adults, when you see somebody that has never been to the Magic Kingdom walk through Main Street and look at the castle and their eyes light up, it just fills you up. Like so, it holds a special place in my heart for sure.
And then Universal Island of Adventures.
I think Universal.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, definitely.
Me too. I think. I don't know.
I mean, Island of Adventure has.
They have the thrilling things.
They have the thrilling, like the Jurassic Park area. It's really cool, and then the Harry Potter.
The Hagrid
section is pretty cool, but I think I like Universal better.
Yeah, I'm more of a mellow person in terms of when it comes to amusement park per se, or theme parks. I think I'm past the stage of thrilling.
I'm way past it.
So I'm okay by just walking and enjoying
the view,
the environment,
the ambiance.
Big word.
Which one's your favorite part?
Yeah, let us know which one. Which one? All right, so this is the new debate.
This is where we're gonna have.
This is the new debate. I should have put it on the beginning.
You should have. So
the new debate is like everybody that I know and their grandmother, content creator, are getting this Donald Duck candy corn zipper. It is the newest sensation in Disneyland and Walt Disney World parks. Okay.
Correct.
Since it came out or before it came out, I told Karen, look at this. And the first thing she told me was like, we're not going to get it.
We're not getting it.
But
it's cute. We're not getting it.
But we had to get a minion in a car.
Wait. But yeah, exactly. So what are we doing with that stuff? They're cute. They're awesome. But
we can use it for decoration. See, right now I got my Oogie Boogie cup. That's a zipper. You could use it during the Halloween season, and we can have it during decoration. I want my Donald Duck candy corn zipper. We have little Boo zipper.
It's gonna say right next to little Boo.
But how is that hurting you?
It's not hurting. It's just we don't have where to put it. We don't have a museum in here.
We didn't have where to put the minions in the car.
You're right, and it's in the floor over there.
Okay, so
because I don't have where to put it yet.
Exactly. So your whole thing. See, at least I'm telling you, I want it. We may get a Universal, and you actually get the team member on your side to go and try to convince me that we should get it. Plus the free popcorn and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, which we don't take it because it's too big and bulky.
Or is my case.
So,
Luis, hey family, I'm arriving to Orlando Saturday. Are you guys going to HHN next week? I hope that storm let me arrive. So you'll be fine.
You should be fine by Saturday.
HHN, I don't know, man. We gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go to HHN.
It'll be Sunday.
We haven't been in HHN since Mary left. So
I think this is the first year.
We've already been through 4 weeks, and so we haven't been in HHN in 3 weeks. And I told Karen we are going this week, and of course the hurricane is coming. So most likely, if they continue the hurricane continues the path and they continue HHN for Wednesday and nothing crazy happen in our schedule, I will continue to go on Wednesday. And who knows? Stay tuned. We may pull a live stream from the scare zone.
What do you do right before a hurricane? Although it's funny because the last time we had a hurricane advisory here, where did I go with the kids?
To Universal.
And we rode Hagrid's.
Exactly. That's what I said earlier. Oh, when you left. But stay tuned because we're gonna do a typical cool case adventure. Everybody's panicking in the world. Here we are.
I mean, not to take away from it's a serious matter, right?
You
have to take care of your stuff. Make sure you're all set before you go out and have fun.
It is, but I'm tired of getting panicking. You know what I mean? It's just too stressful.
Once you get ready, and there's like anything. You just have to get
like
ready.
Yesterday. You guys saw what I was up to yesterday on Instagram?
Craziness.
Yeah, people preparing for hurricane. I'm just DJing a party. You know what I mean? So that we're gonna do the cool case adventure way. If we can come on Wednesday, we will be there on Wednesday, and most likely we'll probably be live streaming for you guys.
Kids don't have school the next day, so
exactly for you guys. We're gonna be hanging out right before the hurricane, live streaming through the scare zones. You guys can join us, have fun, hang out with us. Some of you love having that live streaming from the park, so there you go. And then maybe we'll do a few hours of live streaming. Then we may do 1 or 2 houses and go home because the kids don't have.
Hey, the weather might help us. It might be slow.
The weather may help us, exactly. And then to answer your question, Luis, most likely we will be there next week. We don't know yet. We do have a bunch of media events coming up too, so we're kind of like figuring it out as well as we go. Today we got invited to 2 more media events, so Gatorland invited us again, so I cannot wait for that one. And another local hunt invited us too, so we'll be there. Don't know when. I'll enjoy the thrills for y'all. if it weren't for all the fact though for Velocicoaster and Hogsmeade, and of course Confisco, I could easily not touch Island.
Yeah.
So, Sheila said it looks a little odd. Looks like Donald has no neck. That's all right.
He's cute. I mean,
the
funny part, I don't know when it came out, but there's already a character. Like, there's already a full character of him. Yeah, we have to wait over a year for Figment for Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's just
it is not at all.
Yes.
Yes,
Mary.
Well, actually, this year has been weird, Mary. Usually, by this time last year, we already, at least me, because there's a couple of nights that I went by myself. At least I've probably been there maybe like 6 or 7 times already.
Well, to me, I think the California trip kind of
stopped us.
And then when we come back, we went into like
let's catch up mode.
Let's catch up. We did have a media event. We have a couple media events, and then we had weddings in the middle. So it got a little like congested at some point. And then obviously the kids have school, and Kyla has their meet, so we have to be careful how late we stay out, because if not, it could affect her running the next day. So we got to be careful with that, because we won't hear the end of it if she doesn't.
Darn kids.
Yeah.
Darn kids, they always mess it up. Angela, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
For joining.
We appreciate having you here. Definitely. If you guys haven't done so, please smash that like button in YouTube, please. That helps us tremendously. Share this video with your friends and family. As you can see, we've been sharing nothing but golden nuggets. Golden nuggets all night long, especially about the hurricane preparedness plan and things like that. So, and now we're just doing our normal news. Can you see this? That happened this morning.
I haven't been.
You haven't been? What have you been doing all day long?
Working.
So you say. So anyway.
Looking for propane.
This morning, part of the building facade fell down.
Yes, I did hear about this.
Early this morning, we guests already in the park. So they went ahead and shut down. As a matter of fact, at one point, they actually shut down the park. They didn't let anybody go in until they were able to block this thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then they reopened it. So
it's a hazard. It's a safety concern.
Yeah. Sheila said, I heard about this weird. Yeah, it was completely weird. Nobody can say the whole thing came out. I don't know. Did it hit anybody?
I'm sure it didn't.
Oh, you see that? I'm sure it fell down over here. Nobody was here, and there was a guest complaining over here that a piece of debris jumped from here all the way there, and because of that, they have a broken arm, and now they have a PTSD or something like that. I'm sure that we're gonna hear about it soon.
Somebody got a little bit of
and this is gonna settle for whatever because somebody down here from wherever this person took that picture got hurt. Right. Yet the sign fell down over here. You see? People. What happened was
I was walking by and all of a sudden I jumped to the other side.
As a matter of fact, if you are Disney, one of these engineers or whatever, and you're sitting down with one of the big executives, that's gonna be a funny story. So can one of you tell me what happened with that facade? That person said what happened was
it fell off. Like it's
we don't know, sir. It just
yeah. The glue gave up.
You know, the weather and all that affects the. But it crazy, right?
Weird.
And to say that we always go to this store.
Always.
As a matter of fact, I ask Karen every week to go through the store when I don't make it there to see what's new in merchandise. So Karen, that could have been you. God forbid.
It could be Richmond.
That could have been your early retirement. Just saying.
No, gotta work some few more years.
So make sure that whenever next time you go to this facade, start jumping or something like that. See?
They won't. They're gonna fix it. It'll be brand new. You gotta wait 100 years to do that.
Talking about boring Epcot.
Oh, jeez.
No, this is kind of cool though. DuckTales World Showcase Adventure debuting in Epcot later this year. I feel like I'm in D23 again. Later this year. When is later this year, people? We're already on October.
November, right before Thanksgiving.
I mean, besides that, it's cool. I hate to sound negative, but this is what Disney's killing me right here.
It'll be right before Thanksgiving.
Later this year. We're already in October. How late in this year are we talking about? Can they be more specific and where?
Before the end of 2022.
I think, and this was the vice president in Epcot who announced this.
Kartika.
I think that people
we might be related.
People are so mad at D23 still that now Disney started pull from you know where.
They're great minds and creativity.
They're like, okay, let's make us something really quick. Come on. How about we don't make it by later this year? Don't worry about it. Then we say earlier next year.
Maybe. The end of 2020.
Earlier next year.
What is it?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
It seems like it's more like Carmen San Diego kind of thing where you're gonna have to go through all the.
Like that game, like the game that they had over there.
Yeah.
What was the name? Like Phineas and Ferb. Remember?
Yes, that's what it is.
Yep.
I want to play it. Once we get it.
I know you and Carlo used to play Phineas and Ferb all the time.
In 2020.
It will be in later this year. That's why I said later this year.
Maybe for Christmas.
When you're blocked. And I'm blocked too.
Yeah.
So now I'm blocked. I renew my pass, people. I renew my pass. And Disney went ahead and blocked us even more. So
it's only fair.
I had to renew it. I still probably have more access than you do.
You sure do. You're already getting in on the first, and I'm not.
So Disney World temporarily waives dining and special experiences reservation cancellation fees due to Hurricane Ian. So that's pretty good.
We don't know what's gonna happen with Ian. Except we're gonna get a lot of rain.
Hurricane Ian, Disney cancel hoop-de-doo performances through September. Why?
Because it's in the part it's in Wilderness Lodge. All that's closed for safety. There's a lot of trees.
I guess.
And I'm pretty sure that gets flooded. That whole area probably gets flooded.
Just like the Contemporary, right?
Just like everything else.
Yeah, that's what I
And
thought.
Disney property.
Also, the Hulk debuted in Disney California Adventure. Did you guys see that? You know what? I'm gonna do a favor.
You gonna do a favor?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I want to look it up. So let's go to. I'm gonna introduce you to Firefires, and Firefire has become a really good friend of ours. This is the guy, Mando is his name, and I go to Mando for all the Disneyland California, Disneyland and Disney California Adventure and Universal Hollywood information. And we had the opportunity to meet Mando in person a couple of times. Very humble individual, love Mando, and really cool dude. But he was present when the Hulk actually show up. Mando is really known about doing a lot of live stream. So if you're a person who loves live streaming, definitely follow Five Fires. So here's the Hulk.
Okay, have fun, you guys. Of course we will. Hey, hi there.
So thanks to Mondo, I was able to because I was watching this live.
He looks like Baymax.
Yeah.
No, I'm great. Thanks for asking.
So apparently he has a couple of pre-recorded sayings in there.
Things are good. Thank you for asking.
It's crazy that we saw all these cast members. Remember?
I really don't like, as much as I love Avengers Campus, I don't like how they do their meet and greets and how they do with their characters. It's the only section I don't like.
Nice one.
So apparently, according to Mando, they were testing how they did. So that was the second time that he actually saw Hulk in the same day. That was in opening day, right? So the first time, what they did is that you had to make a line, and the line was huge. So they actually made it like an actual meet and greet, and because they made it a meet and greet, it actually pushed the line along, right? But in this case, and the second time, the same day, they put him like that, and you go over there, you take a selfie, and then you keep moving. Right. So in his opinion, this worked better, and it gave more people the opportunity to take more pictures than a regular line. Plus, since that he's not talking, because this is pre-recorded, the whole meet and greet is kind of pointless.
Right.
So, but you know what people are saying is that Disney's trying different things and see which one works and all that. But I wanna make sure that I give Mando the recognition that he deserves. So Mando from Five Fires, good friend of the family now, part of our family now, I will say. Make sure you follow him, Five Fires, for any California information. Mando also has something similar to our live stream. It's called Speculation Sunday, where they do topics just like we do about theme parks and what's coming in the theme park. So we often watch it, and we participate also in the chat with him and talk to him and all that. But again, if it wouldn't be for Mando, I wouldn't be able to see this. So very impressive. Mm-hmm. Mando also says that he's huge.
He looks massive. He looks like Baymax. Like, he really does look like Baymax. Until you look at his hands and his...
What do you guys think? I mean, this came as a surprise. Nobody ever expected to see the Hulk. You know what I mean? So when they announced it, everybody was like, "Wow, it's
pretty cool."
But it's very unique. But look, you could actually see, different between. Look at the people and look at how tall this thing is.
Oh yeah. I mean, that guy looks pretty tall. That cast member looks pretty tall. He's massive next to him.
Yeah.
But anybody looks taller than me, so. I mean, anybody's taller than me.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that lunch fly. The one.
Mando did say he's massive. Massive. And Sheila says, awesome. I would love to see him in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
She-Hulk, there's a lot of people that really want She-Hulk to be there. And what they did is they put some stupid benches.
I think she's gonna be harder to pull.
Maybe.
Because you're gonna, if anything, they made her seem so tall that you probably need somebody in stilts.
True.
Yeah.
Mary says, think it's cool. It will be cool if they could get more scenes with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying. And again, Disney's trying. They just said that this is temporarily. I think that Disney felt the pressure that people continue to want the Hulk, and people also want to see Thanos. When I went to D23, they're working on a project where they're developing things for larger character, for smoother movements and all that. And trust me, this thing looks so stiff, right?
Yeah.
The project that they're working on, right? Do you see it?
Yeah.
It looks like a normal person. They get and I think I showed it to you guys in the video where there's a huge hand and they told me to move it up, and it was so light. Excuse me, compared to those custom.
Well, it looks like he's like hinged, like he's like there's his motion, like
Right.
range of motion. You miss Sheila. She said, I wish we could get some of those Marvel characters in Orlando. Yeah, so do we. I don't know. I mean, obviously we don't have Avengers Campus, but it would be nice to see some of them over here. I don't know if Universal's contract with Marvel, like, you know, if that might have some kind of interference with who we have here.
Right. It is very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I give it to Disney parks. At least they're trying. You know, again, this came totally on left field. Nobody ever expected the Hulk coming up at all. So when they announced it and they showed him in D23, people were like, wow, this is awesome. You know, anyway, I just want to make sure you guys knew about it. Again, our buddy Mando 5 Fires, make sure you give him a follow. Nice guy. Great personality, very humble. That's all you care about? How your hair looks?
Ugly.
Jesus.
I have hurricane hair. We're gonna say that.
You got hurricane hair?
Yeah, it's not here yet, but
you got Florida humidity hair. That's what you get.
Exactly.
So, anyway, there's a lot of things happening this week. This week we have, let's see,
a lot.
Or less
or nothing at all.
Or nothing at all, exactly, because of that hurricane. So, depending if things continue to be the way that they are, then we should have a media event on Friday. Called Scream and Stream. A media event on Saturday. Called Kirby Scary Train. And a media event on Sunday. Called what is it called? Terror or something. So a bunch of local hunts. Then the following week we have another local hunt, and in between we're gonna try to feed whatever Disney. So like Saturday, we got Epcot going on plus the media event going on. So lots happening in the theme park world. I'm excited to see what's coming up. Believe it or not, theme parks are starting to talk now about the holidays. We haven't entered into Halloween yet.
We're done with Halloween in the parks here.
Apparently they're Halloweened out already. But as a matter of fact, they're starting now to even promote some. They're giving merchandise preview. I saw it earlier today. So telling you, they're not holding back. So in a matter of maybe a week or two, you're gonna see them decorating an Island of Adventures for the Grinch.
For the Whoville.
For Whoville. So
I love the Whoville.
you're gonna start seeing that as well. So lots of cool stuff, man. What?
Hopefully.
Anything too close, Cameron? Nothing.
Have a beautiful night.
Other than you have a hurricane here.
I have hurricane here, and the hurricane's not here yet. But hey, we're gonna go with it. So gotta accept it as it is, right? Like, hurricane here. Who cares?
Mary said, "Can't wait for Grinchmas."
I know we love Grinchmas. I really do.
Yeah, Grinchmas is nice. Mary did Grinchmas with us the first time last year.
Are you coming for Grinchmas as well?
She'll be here.
Awesome.
I think she cannot be here on that Saturday. She'll be here on that Sunday, which is okay because it's the Sunday that we're going. You know how Grinchmas start on Saturday?
Right. We have a wedding.
Oh no, that's in November. I think didn't you cancel? Yeah, no, she won't be. She was gonna be in November, but then she will be here in December.
No, but that's fine. We can watch it in December.
We'll go with you, Mary. We'll have a Grinchmas tradition. So, yeah, we're not gonna be in opening for the Macy's parade because we have a wedding on that day. We may be able to do Grinchmas early in the morning, and then come back on Sunday for the parade. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know.
Wedding days are
insane. As a matter of fact, we're still gonna
I don't like
tired from last night.
Oh yeah, exhausted.
So she's doing the Orlando Informer the 2nd and 3rd, but I'll be there in December to check it out. Okay. So fine, be with Orlando Informer, people.
Oh, whatever. Ooh, looks like you got hurt. You okay?
I have to pick on Mary.
Leave Mary alone.
There's always something about Mary.
Leave her alone.
But anyways, guys, thank you for spending time with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
If you haven't done so, smash that like button on your way out. Share our video with your friends and family. Wednesday video, again, it's going to be the Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. So
I would say just if you don't see anything coming out from us on a regular basis, we might have lost power or Wi-Fi or something. You know what I mean? Like we might have lost connectivity. So if you don't hear from us, with a video or anything, it's probably because we lost power.
Call the local company for Karen because the 3 kids in their house will drive her nuts. We don't have Wi-Fi. The end of the world is coming.
Pray for me, people. If we lose power, pray for me.
All right, people. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys.
Love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for hanging out. Bye-bye.